In a major political development in Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray have come together after nearly 20 years. The alliance comes just a week before the January 2026 municipal corporation elections. The formal announcement will be made today at noon. Before that, both leaders will pay tribute at Bala Sahab Thackre's memorial in Shivaji Park, followed by a joint press conference. Earlier in July, they had shared a public stage at Mumbai's Worli Tomb. Key civic bodies like BMC and PMC are part of the elections. Voting is scheduled for January 15th with results on January 16th. The Indian Space Research Organisation has achieved a major milestone by launching the heaviest satellite ever from India. The 6,100 kg Bluebird Block 2 satellite was launched from Sriharikota using the LV-M3 M6 rocket. This next generation communication satellite will allow direct 4G and 5G connectivity to smartphones. The mission is part of a commercial agreement between ISRO's arms NSIL and US-based company AST Space Mobile. Officials said the successful launch strengthens India's position in the global space market and shows growing confidence in ISRO's heavy lift launch capabilities. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has made a political statement today. He said the Congress party is responsible for the Hindu-Muslim problem in the country. Gadkari stated that Congress gave a wrong interpretation of secularism. He explained that secularism does not mean ignoring religion. According to him, its true meaning is Sarva Dharma Sambhav, equal respect for all religions. He added that unity and harmony among communities are important for national progress. His remarks have sparked political reactions from different parties. A shocking crime has come to light in Bengaluru, where a software engineer allegedly shot his wife dead in public. Police said the accused suspected his wife of having an affair. After the incident, he went to a police station and surrendered. The victim works as an assistant manager with Union Bank of India. The couple had been living separately for the past 18 months due to personal disputes. Police have registered a murder case and started a detailed investigation. The incident has raised serious concern about domestic violence, mental health stress, and misuse of licensed firearms. A video featuring economic offenders Vijay Mallya and Lalit Modi has gone viral on social media, triggering sharp political reactions. In the video shot during Mallya's birthday celebration, Lalit Modi is heard calling them India's biggest fugitives. Meanwhile, the Bombay High Court refused to hear Mallya's petition and asked when he plans to return to India. The court clearly stated that petitions cannot be entertained while he continues to stay abroad. The development has renewed debates over extradition, accountability, and the government's handling of high-profile financial crime cases. A video from the Oxford Union Society debate in the UK is going viral, featuring a powerful speech by Indian student Viraj Bhanushali. During the debate on India's policy towards Pakistan, he strongly referred to the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. He said a country that shows no shame cannot be shamed. His remark received loud applause from section of the audience. Social media users in India praised the student for confidently presenting India's perspective on terrorism. The debate has once again highlighted global discussions around terrorism, accountability, and cross-border security issues. A tragic plane crash in Turkey has claimed the lives of 8 people, including Libya's Army Chief Lieutenant General Mohammed Al-Haddad. The Falcon 50 aircraft crashed around 30 minutes after takeoff due to reported technical failure. The delegation was returning after talks with Turkish officials on defense and military cooperation. Emergency team rushed to the crash site, but there were no survivors. Authorities have ordered a detailed investigation into the cause of the accident. The incident has shocked Libya's leadership and raised concern over aircraft safety during official military travel. Pakistan has taken a major step towards privatization by selling its national airline, Pakistan International Airlines. The Arif Habib Group acquired PIA for 4,320 crore rupees through open bidding. The government had initially expected around 3,200 crore rupees, making the final deal higher than estimates. The Lucky Cement Group finished second in the bidding process. Officials said the sale aims to reduce losses and improve efficiency in the aviation sector. Analysts believe the move reflects Pakistan's broader economic reforms efforts and pressure to cut government expenditure on loss-making public enterprises. Indian markets traded higher today. The Sensex rose by 100 points and was trading near 85,600. Nifty moved above the 26,200 marks. Buying was seen in media, metal and realty stocks, which led the gains. Realty shares stayed strong on demand's hope. Metal stock advanced on global cues. Media stock also moved up. However, IT stocks slipped as investors booked profit and stayed cautious on earning outlook. Overall mood remained positive despite selective sectors' weakness. India women continued their winning run today. They won the second T20 match against Sri Lanka by 7 wickets. Sri Lanka batted first but posted a modest total. Vaishnavi Sharma bowled well and took 2 important wickets, putting pressure on the visitors. While chasing, India started confidently. Shefali Verma played a brilliant knock and scored a fast 50. Her innings helped India reach the target comfortably. With this win, Indian women strengthened their position in the series and showed a strong team performance. Cold weather conditions have intensified across many states. In Madhya Pradesh, temperatures have dropped below 5 degrees Celsius in several areas. Rajasthan is facing a strong cold wave with icy winds affecting daily life. In Uttarakhand, frost was reported in many regions, damaging crops in higher areas. Popular hill station Gulmarg recorded a temperature of -2.2 degrees Celsius, making it one of the coldest places. People are advised to stay warm and take precautions as the cold wave continues to impact normal life. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.